What's good, you guys? Let's learn how to throw a drop ball today.
Drop ball is thrown by four seams rotating down and essentially looking like the ball is falling off of a table. So as the ball's going down, the batter's bat is coming across, which creates drop balls, and hopefully it can be a good strikeout pitch. Also, drop balls are super important whenever it comes to giving the batters a different look. I know that we always talk about balls rotating on the outside and to the inside of the plate, but it's super essential that we get something that goes down and something that eventually will go up. Okay, so let's talk grips for a drop ball. Okay, so the way I teach it is there's two different ways to throw a drop ball, two different release points, two different ways to spin it, and we're gonna break it down. I'm gonna show you exactly how the ball needs to look in your hand and what the spin needs to look like using two different grips. So I'm gonna use my spinner first to show you, and then I will grab a regular ball and show you how that looks as well. So on my spinner, the first grip that I would do would be horseshoe going either side, okay, this way or that way, and we're gonna grip the ball for four seams, and we're gonna make sure that our thumb is tucked behind the ball, okay? So on a spinner, that's how it looks. On a regular softball, that's how it looks, right? So either horseshoe going this way, horseshoe rotating that way, four seams, thumb tucked behind the ball, okay? Now, the other grip would be horseshoe on top, thumb tucked behind or a little bit to the side, depending on how big your hands are and your comfort level, really. For the regular ball, horseshoe going this way, 1, 2, and 3, thumb to the side or thumb behind. I'm a big component of thumb always behind the ball because that gives me extra movement and extra rotation to be able to really snap the ball down. So it's up to you, it's preference, but if I was you, I would always practice with thumb always behind the ball. Okay, now let's spin it with the spinner and then we'll spin it with the regular ball. We're gonna do the first grip first. So four seams, okay, here, four seams, thumb tucked behind. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin the ball up, catch the ball down. Spin it up, catch it down. Okay? Spin it up, catch it down. This is the very first part of learning how to throw a really good drop ball. If you notice, okay, I'm gonna rotate this way. If you notice, my front shoulder is in line with my front foot, okay? And as I'm pitching it and spinning it, the ball's coming up and I'm catching it down. So when we throw from the mound, we get boom on top of it hard, the ball falls off of a table, okay? For the other grip, another spin, we are back here, okay? And thumb behind, okay? And we rotate over the top. So here to there, okay? Here, boom, hard over. Boom, down hard, okay? The hardest part about this pitch is to make sure that we're getting our front shoulder over our front foot and we're sticking the ball down hard and over. If we stay back on this pitch, what it's gonna do is it's gonna separate power and the ball's gonna end up being flat and elevated and essentially over the fence. Now, I don't have a catcher to throw it to, but I will show you that after you learn that spin, it's gonna be important to actually throw it to your catcher. So what I do for my girls is I make sure that we do 2 to ourselves, 1 to our catcher, regardless of how you throw the drop ball, okay? So let's break that down so you can do it to your catchers. Okay, so 2 to myself, 1 to my catcher. So thumb is behind, spin it up, catch it down, spin it up, catch it down, and then boom, to my catcher, okay? Same thing for the other grip, okay? Here, 1, 2, and then boom, 1 to my catcher, okay? If you can get this grip and this spin, essentially when you scoot back to the mound, it's gonna be a lot easier to throw and you'll actually see the rotation and you'll see the ball drop and fall off a table because that's what we want, okay? I use the spinner because the ball tells me what I'm doing wrong, okay? So essentially, if I was going to spin this pitch and I'm trying to get over the top of it and it wobbles or looks like that, the spinner's telling me that the spin is not correct, that something's not right. So the smoother the spin of 4 seams rotating down, the better the pitch is, the better the spin is. So when you scoot back to 43 feet or 40 feet or 35, you know that the ball's gonna be doing what it's supposed to be doing. Okay, now I'm gonna give you some drop ball progressions with both grips. That way you can start this from halfway, see how your spin is looking, see how all that's going, and then eventually you'll be able to throw it from the mound. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, progressions. I'm gonna do them with the spinner, and then I'm gonna show you how they look from behind me and in front of me, okay? Okay, so we are not on the mound yet. We are about 3 to 4 feet in front of the mound. We are looking at our catcher. We're going to hold our arm out, okay? Ball is tucked behind. My thumb is tucked behind the ball, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna move our wrists and our arm. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna hold this, okay? Wrist is pointing down, okay? And from there, we're going to take a step forward. We're going to come around, boom, and we're gonna snap the ball, okay? We're actually gonna throw it. Now, for the other one, the other drill, you're going to hold it, okay? And you're going to go sideways, okay? So instead of here, like I was before, now we're going to be here, and we're going to rotate sideways. So 1, 2, 3, hold, then we come forward, we come across, boom, and we go down and sideways, okay? So from my backside, I'm gonna show you what it should look like whenever we're throwing it to our catchers, okay? First grip, right? Thumb behind the ball, 4 seams. This one is the one that we're picking up and putting down. And I want you guys to watch my finish and stick, okay? One, 2, 3. Do you see that? That is what we want out of this. We don't have to throw this 1,000 miles an hour. We just want the right spin, okay? If you can see down there, I set up a glove, okay? If you don't have a catcher, you can always throw your spin into the glove. If you have a catcher, great. But if not, you can still work this spin with just throwing to the glove and trying to make it spin down and into the glove. Now remember, the harder you can stick it down and over, the more the ball will fall. This here is just for you to get the right grips and the right spin. Then when you throw hard, you stick it down and let it go. Okay, now we'll do the other grip, this grip, coming over the top. So remember, okay, we're out and we're down. Flex. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you see that hold, right, that stick is what we want. When you throw this pitch hard, once you hit, boom, we fall over the top and we flex and stick our abs down, let the ball go over the table. Okay, so that's the progression. Now, after that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna throw it, okay? But you gotta make sure that your thumb is tucked behind the ball, regardless of which grip that you do. If you can't get your thumb behind the ball, put it a little bit to the side, but you gotta make sure that we stick it hard down, and now we get 4 seams rotating down. So now what you'll see is some of my pitchers throwing drop balls, and you'll see how they fall off a table. Some of them throw to the side and some of them throw on top to down. Either way, the ball's got 4 seams and it's rotating. So take a look at some of my pitchers, and good luck, you guys. Have fun learning this drop ball, and remember, pitching is hard, okay? And you may not get it in a day. It may take a couple days, it may take weeks, heck, it may take a month. But don't give up, keep practicing, and I promise if you can get the spin down, eventually you'll be able to throw this pitch, okay? If you found this video helpful, guys, please consider liking and subscribing. It gets my video out there to more kids that are trying to learn some pitches and boost my algorithm so that we can help kids all around the world that are trying to learn pitches, okay? Thank you, guys. Stay blessed, walk in strength, walk in joy, walk in victory in the Lord, and I love you guys very much. I'll see you next video. Bye.
Yeah, I was surprised. Something off.
There it is. Good pitch. Down. Good pitch.
job.